Imagine Dragons on MegaZone Hit Radio. It's 12 minutes now past 3 South African time. And to Andrew from IT Works Business Solutions, a very warm welcome to the wonderful world of MegaZone Hit Radio. Andrew, thanks for being here.
Hi Dave, thanks for having me.
Good to see you, man. We're talking about the old days, weren't we?
Yeah.
Off air. Anyway, so things move on, and here we are online with one of the finest radio stations on the planet at the moment. We're just talking about the reach as well of MegaZone Hit Radio. That literally wherever you are in the world, you could listen. So hopefully there's a lot of people listening to you right now in the far corners of the planet.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing with IT is that it really does make the world a much smaller place. My sister lives in San Francisco. You know, pick up your phone and 2 minutes later you can have a 40-minute conversation.
That's amazing. All right, now IT Works Business Solutions. Who are you?
Dave, we wanted to fill a very specific niche in the market in Durban. I'm in partnership with my brother, Tony. Him and I both come from a very big corporate ISP background, and we just felt that you know, the Durban market had a lot of small SME business that needed a high level of support. You know, you don't want to be awake between 2 and 4 in the morning worrying about is your IT going to be up and running in the morning. So that's what we wanted to do, is bring a complete outsourced solution to businesses from a desktop level right the way through to your server. You know, just basically like our slogan says, making it simple, making IT simple.
Did you have to study for all this? I mean, I am just literally, I can just about turn a computer on. I mean, I'm useless. I'm very, very challenged when it comes to that kind of stuff. I mean, were there courses you had to go on? Or?
You know, when I think back, we're talking about the old days, talking about school and what we had computer-wise, and we didn't have a computer lab in that like schools have nowadays.
Yeah.
We played something called Lemonade Stand, which was a very basic graphical interface, and that was it. So I didn't have a lot of opportunity to be exposed to IT at that stage. However, I spent 2 years in London and a year in America, and where I lived in the States, Google headquarters, Apple headquarters were a kilometre away from where I lived. So I was exposed to a lot of technologies which got my interest going. But I'm actually sales and marketing trained, and I don't have any sort of technical diplomas or degrees or anything. A lot of it is just self-taught.
You're kind of learning as you go along.
Yeah, and that's the thing with IT. It's such a steep learning curve. You're always learning new stuff. Technology changes daily. Yeah. So, you know, there's a stat that says what a first-year varsity student's learning about IT is obsolete by the time they get to third year. So yeah, that's it's always on-the-job training.
You talk about kids in schools now. I mean, aren't all the kids now learning off iPads?
Yeah.
Some of those pieces of paper with pens and stuff. That's all gone out the door, hasn't it?
Yeah. Some of the schools have what they call technology classes, where literally the kids just walk around with an iPad. You think back to when I was at school, you had a book bag with, you know, all your textbooks and your workbooks and
thing over your back, and you broke your back.
Yeah, threw your back up by the end of the week. But now they just walk around with their iPad, and everything is submitted online to the teachers. The marking, they've got smart boards now.
It's incredible.
My daughter's in grade 1, and she's got a smart board in her classroom.
Already.
Yeah.
All right. Now, do people come to you, or do you have a team of, should we call them technicians? Is that the right word? Okay,
yeah, we do.
That go out to them.
Yeah, so we've got a help desk where, you know, people would typically, our clients would phone in, who would have sort of your run-of-the-day problems, and they'd be able to help remotely. There's tools in place for us to log on to any client's PC remotely and assist them, and that can be anywhere in the world. You know, we've got a client in Dubai that we support from Durban.
What's that called, Anna? Because I remember phoning my guy in Westfield where I live and had a problem with my computer. And he said, press this certain button and I can sort the problem out from my side. And I saw the mouse flying around. I was going, what the heck is going on here? He's invaded my house. What's that called, that little app?
Yeah, the one we use is called TeamViewer.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly what I've got on.
We've got the full reporting module, which lets us...
So you can fix things from your office, wherever the guy is in the world.
Yeah, and it cuts down on, obviously, travel costs for us, and response times that much quicker. You know, the click of a button and we're there.
All right, now let's look at what you actually supply. We've got network support and bandwidth and email. Let's start with that for now. Network support?
Yeah, so the idea there is, you know, we try and be proactive in looking after a network. Some networks are held together with hopes and dreams, and you know, we get called in to come and audit the network, have a look at from a physical cabling level right the way through to switches, servers, and just make sure that the network's running at the level it should be. And then we can have a technician presenting himself on site for regular visits, just to make sure that those day-to-day things like checking backups are running, updates are being done, that has all been done and managed proactively instead of reactively.
All right, now bandwidth options, again, a little bit above my head, but you can offer bandwidth options and solutions to suit the client.
Correct.
Right? And within their budget.
Yeah, so
how does that work?
Yeah, so every client is different, obviously, depending on size and number of users. So we've got a range of bandwidth options available to the client. So your typical one, which most businesses obviously have, is ADSL. We're looking at capped or uncapped services, and various providers that we can leverage off to make sure that the client gets the right solution for them.
All right. Okay, we'll continue in just a second, and we'll look at emails and repairs and hardware and software and backup, etc. And of course, CCTV. Is that a new thing that you've taken on board?
Yeah, that's a new sort of divisional area that we're driving at the moment.
Okay, we'll talk about that in just a mo. But if people want to get in touch with you, is it the website? Is that the easiest way to
The
go?
easiest is the website.
All right, which is www.itworks.co.za. www.itworks.co.za. More with Andrew in just a sec. You, of course, tomorrow's hits today. And whoops, and let's just do that, and that, and that. There we go, right, that's better. London Grammar and Hey Now. And we're back with Andrew, of course, from IT Works Business Solutions. And Joe, you guys have a lot of services that you offer. Let's talk about backup here, because people don't really want to buy it, as you were saying off air, until it's kind of too late.
Yeah,
Tell us more.
it's one of those grudge sales, if I can put it that way. It's like an insurance policy, and we've seen a big move. Security in the country isn't great, so laptops get stolen out of cars, people get remote jammed, and next minute, laptop's gone, and we're just finding that people are beginning to realize the value of their data, and that's the hardest part, is trying to get them to put a value to the data. So we've offered two sort of variations of backup. One is remote backup, so backing up to the cloud, and the second option is just putting in an effective backup strategy on the network.
It's like people with their phones, isn't it? When their phone gets stolen, they lost all their pictures and they lost all their, I think their contacts are the most important thing.
People are forgetting that you don't have photo albums anymore. All your photos are sitting on a PC at home. You get broken into on a weekend and your PC's gone. There's all those memories gone. So don't just think work data, think home data as well.
And what does the thief do with those except delete them?
Who knows?
All those memories from 20 odd years ago.
Yeah.
All right, just to wrap things up, I think CCTV is something new with you guys. IT Works can design and install a CCTV system that'll meet all your requirements. So you can build it from scratch, basically, to suit the client's needs.
Yes.
Tell us more.
What we've kind of realized is CCTV is really just another device that you can add to a network. So we're already involved in the client's network, doing their ADSL, their network and that. So we're now offering this as a service that we can add to the network. And, the benefits of CCTV are just, the technology has got a lot cheaper.
Well, you just showed me one, in fact, because Andrew just showed me his your mum and dad, right?
Yeah.
Sat on the patio having tea, or was it a stiff gin and tonic? It was one of the two, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, they're on the patio, and there they were on your phone.
Yeah.
And you were watching from here. It's incredible.
Yeah, so that's the camera system I have around my house, and it's viewable from anywhere in the world. You can be...
And not too expensive.
No, very reasonably priced. We'll come in and evaluate the areas that you want to monitor, and it's peace of mind. At night you have your beams going off, for example, around your home.
Yeah.
Instantly you can look around and see the whole neighborhood and see what's going on.
You guys are good. You guys are good. IT Works, Business Solutions. Blimey. All right, mate. It's been great talking to you, Andrew.
Okay.
And your physical address, if people want to come and visit you on the East Coast, whereabouts are you?
Yeah, we're 98 Vors Road, just up from Musgrave Centre. But all our details are on our website. That's probably the best place to contact us. That's www.itworks.co.za.
Perfect. Andrew, thanks for talking to us.
Great, thanks for the time.
You're a natural, man. You should put an audition tape in. You might get a gig as a DJ here at MegaZone. Have a fantastic weekend.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. That website address, final time, www.itworks.co.za.
Airplay 40.
Join me, Spencer James, on Airplay 40. The top 40 songs as played on radio stations all around the